So originally I wanted to go ahead and not make this video and, not really talk about this too much just because I didn't want to get involved in any YouTube drama. And to be honest, I wasn't in the mood to call out other channels. I mean, that's just not my style. But at the same time, when it comes down to this topic, there are a lot of things that I want to share based off, things I've seen. And I just want to give you guys my opinion about it, which if you guys don't already know, we are going to be talking about reverse boosting in Call of Duty. So this all basically started from a YouTuber by the name of ChainFeeds, who by the way did come clean and he did own up to his mistakes, which was that he did reverse boost, but at the same time, that's not what people were mad about. People were mad about the fact that he was reverse boosting, but at the same time, becoming very egotistical with it and saying things like, oh, I'm the #1 Call of Duty player, or that I can pub stomp every single lobby I get into. Just stuff like that is what really got people heated, I guess. And to be honest, I see where they're coming from, right? Like, you can't just reverse boost, get into these easy lobbies where all the other players are barely keeping up with like a 0.8 KD and then calling yourself the greatest Call of Duty player ever. I mean, when it comes down to even pro players like Scump and other people from Optic Gaming, those guys don't even have a 2.0 KD in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War because of how sweaty the skill-based matchmaking really is. So when you have someone like ChainFeeds who has almost a 5.0 KD and is getting paired up with people who are, like I said, barely even keeping up with having a 0.8 KD in this game, yeah, something was obviously wrong. And to be honest, if you look at, some of the videos that ChainFeeds was uploading, as well as other YouTubers who I'm not going to name, but it's pretty obvious who they are. But anytime these YouTubers go ahead and post these videos of them destroying lobbies or anything like that, you could tell something's fishy because some of these players that they go up against just don't shoot back. I mean, if you guys look at some of my gameplay in the background or just any sort of gameplay that I've uploaded about Modern Warfare or about Black Ops Cold War in the past year or so, you can see that the enemies I go up against, yeah, they shoot back. If anything, they have perfect accuracy at times. Like, I'll be honest, sometimes I would run around a corner and some guy just instantly takes me out, and it's not even with a sniper at times. It could be with like an LMG, an SMG, an AR, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I get beamed very, very easily from long distances or get taken out immediately within like half a second around the corner by some close quarter weapon, right? So my enemies shoot back, but some of these YouTubers who get nukes on a daily basis, yeah, I don't see that happening in their lobbies, which once again, it's always been suspicious. It's always been obvious that they are doing something. It's just, nobody really could prove it up until now. And basically the way these guys are reverse boosting, y'all, is they have a second account in which the stats are completely trash, right? And pretty much what they do is that they find a lobby with that trash account, and then when they find one, they'll session join that trash account with their main account, and then they'll back out of that lobby with their trash account. So basically what they're doing is that they're finding these easy lobbies, getting their main account into these easy lobbies, and then going to town and posting these gameplays on YouTube. And that's what they've been doing for a while now. It's not just with Black Ops Cold War. It was happening with Modern Warfare. It even happened with some of these YouTubers all the way back when Advanced Warfare came out in 2014, which is crazy to think about, that these guys have been exploiting the system for that long, and that it took this long for pretty much the entire Call of Duty community to find out what they were doing. I mean, to be honest, when it comes down to these reverse boosters, I mean, props to them for hustling and pretty much exploiting the skill-based matchmaking system, because when it comes down to YouTubers like ChainFeeds and, other people who have like nuke channels in which they dominate almost every single lobby they get into, I don't mind that they're reverse boosting as long as they're admitting to it, right? Like, for example, I have not reverse boosted yet, but if I ever am desperate enough to where I need to get good gameplay, or that it's just taking way too long for me to find decent gameplay to upload to YouTube or anything like that, I'll let you guys know if I reverse boost. But I honestly don't, because I don't have two different consoles or the game on two different platforms, and I'm not about to buy the game a second time just to get into easy lobbies. I mean, I'm not that desperate just yet, right? So, I mean, when it comes down to reverse boosting, like I said, I have no problem with it because I have an actual problem with skill-based matchmaking. Now, I don't know if I've already mentioned this earlier in the video, but I do want to make it clear, ChainFeeds did come out and finally admit that he was reverse boosting, and a lot of other YouTubers on Twitter are also doing the same. So I actually do commend them for finally coming out and telling the truth. I don't think there's any point of hating on these guys anymore because, I mean, they did what we all asked them to do, which is to admit that they were doing doing something wrong or something fishy for their gameplays. And I mean, what more could we ask them for now? You know what I mean? Unless if they're still twisting their words around and trying to play like the victim card or anything like that, then I get that. But even then, I'm not going to personally get into any of that. I don't really care enough, to be honest, but I do care about skill-based matchmaking. And that's pretty much what I wanted to really focus on this video, because I don't really want to sit here and talk about these YouTubers and how it's wrong that they're exploiting the system and, you know, lying to their viewers and telling them that they're actually good when they're not. I could care less about that, okay? Like, there's much more important things in life, in my opinion, than to worry about something like that. But I mean, when it comes down to me wanting to play video games, skill-based matchmaking, it really bothers me. I mean, it's still a video game at the end of the day, and it's not like it takes over my life or anything like that, right? Because once again, it's just video games. But when I come home, I want to play Call of Duty casual. I don't want to sweat every single match that I get into. I just want to play casually and have fun with the game. And I feel like that when it comes down to skill-based matchmaking, and I've been saying this for a long time on my channel along with a lot of other YouTubers, it rewards pretty much the noobs, but it punishes the people who actually get good or are pretty much already good at the game, which is a terrible system for players in the long run. But I don't think Activision really cares about that. They care about the new players, because the new players are easy to persuade when it comes to getting them to spend their money on Call of Duty and the products that they have in the item shop and the battle pass, microtransactions. You know how it goes, right? Activision needs the money, or wants the money, whatever way you want to look at it, and they're going to do what's best for business, which is currently skill-based matchmaking. So if they keep the noobs happy or the new players happy, that equals a lot more money than keeping the OG fans happy, which is very sad to see that a company is going that far to where they are not supporting their longtime supporters versus people who just recently joined the franchise, right? So it's terrible in my opinion, and I do not blame anyone for reverse boosting. I really don't. Once again, as long as you're owning up to it, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm pretty sure most people viewing your gameplay won't have a problem with it either, because let's logically think about it, right? Let's say I upload a video where I'm literally getting a kill and then a death again, a kill and a death again, right? Unless if my personality's on point, which I'm not even sure if it is as far as live commentary goes, but I mean, it's not as entertaining to watch than somebody going crazy on the lobby and dropping like nukes or getting kill streaks, right? But once again, I mean, at the end of the day, now that I think about it, it's really not that important either. I feel like you still need to have a nice personality behind your channel. Like, even if you get pub stomped by the skill-based matchmaking system, as long as you have a decent personality, I mean, I feel like your viewers will still want to watch you. I mean, you know, as long as you're being genuine with them. I feel like that's what really matters at the end of the day, is that you have to be genuine with your fans, right? Your viewers, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, reverse boosting is something I don't have a problem with. I personally don't do it, but if it ever gets to the point where I'm desperate, I might consider it. And if I ever do, I will let you know. But props to these YouTubers who are coming out and admitting that they have reverse boosted, and hopefully more of these YouTubers will come out and continue to admit to this, whoever at least does it, right? Because if we admit to it, then that basically shows Activision that we are all aware of skill-based matchmaking, and we are going to continuously fight back and, you know, find ways to get around it until it's completely gone. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's going to ever happen anytime soon, but hopefully it does one day. I mean, once upon a time we had supply drops and thought that was never going to go away, and here we are today, right? So yeah, never say never, you guys. Hopefully skill-based matchmaking is gone one day. But once again, if you reverse boost or want to reverse boost, go for it. I have no problem with it, and I really don't blame you either. But if you ever do and you post it to YouTube, just make sure you're honest with your audience. That's all. Now, with that said, that's pretty much everything I have for you guys in today's video. Just wanted to give you a very casual commentary. Sorry if it felt like it was all over the place, because I was literally just sharing what was coming to mind and didn't really have any notes, which is what I usually do for videos. This was just straight off what was on the back of my mind, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So if you did, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves, and bye.